Humans dominate the planet today, but for millions of years, we were firmly stuck in the middle of the food chain. We hunted small game, gathered plants, and spent a lot of time hiding from larger, faster predators. Compared to our closest evolutionary relatives, we are remarkably fragile. If you put an unarmed human in a fight with a chimpanzee, the ape could tear the human apart like a rag doll. On the prehistoric savanna, survival usually favored the strong and the fast, which makes our defining feature, a massive, oversized brain, a bizarre evolutionary gamble. This diagram of human biology shows exactly why. In a modern human, the physical brain accounts for just 2 to 3% of our total body weight. But when the body is at rest, that single organ consumes a staggering 25% of our total energy. By comparison, the brains of other apes require only about 8% of their resting energy. Our jumbo brain is a massive drain on our biology. To keep that neural network running, archaic humans had to pay a steep physical price. They had to spend far more time searching for food, and to balance the biological budget, the body diverted energy away from biceps and into neurons. Our muscles literally atrophied. For over 2 million years, these expanding brains produced little more than a few flint knives. Humans traded their physical strength for a thinking machine that offered almost no immediate survival advantage. This energy drain was compounded by another major anatomical shift, walking upright on 2 legs. Standing up freed our hands to use tools and made it easier to scan the tall grass for danger. But the primate skeleton had evolved over millions of years to support a creature walking on all fours. This schematic of the pelvis shows the hidden cost of that upright posture. To walk efficiently on 2 legs, human hips had to become much narrower, which severely constricted the female birth canal. This physical bottleneck happened at the exact same time that human infants needed larger and larger skulls to accommodate their expanding brains. The collision of these 2 evolutionary tracks, walking upright and growing larger brains, made giving birth a lethal hazard for human females. Human anatomy had reached a physical limit. Our drive for higher intelligence was directly threatening our ability to reproduce. Faced with this structural impossibility, natural selection found a high-risk workaround. Evolution favored females who gave birth to infants earlier, while the child's brain and head were still relatively small and supple. Other mammals emerge from the womb largely ready to navigate the world. A colt can trot alongside its mother within hours of birth, and a kitten can start foraging on its own in a matter of weeks. Human babies, by contrast, are born prematurely. Their vital systems are drastically underdeveloped at birth, leaving them completely helpless and unable to move independently. A lone mother navigating the prehistoric wild could not possibly gather enough calories for herself while constantly protecting and carrying a completely dependent infant. Keeping these big-brained babies alive required constant, reliable assistance from other family members and neighbors over the course of several years. The physics of human childbirth left early humans with no alternative. It takes a tribe to raise a human, meaning our ancestors had to evolve extreme social ties just to ensure the next generation survived. This extreme helplessness at birth means that a significant portion of human brain development occurs outside the protective environment of the womb. Because most mammals stay in the womb until their bodies and brains are fully formed, they emerge rigidly programmed by their genetics. They are like glazed earthenware coming out of a kiln. Any attempt to remold them will just scratch or break them. Humans, by contrast, emerge drastically underdeveloped. This allows the external environment to play a massive role in shaping how our neural networks form. We emerge like molten glass from a furnace. Our minds can be spun, stretched, and shaped with a surprising degree of freedom. This is why human children can be uniquely educated and socialized to fit thousands of different cultural realities, from capitalist cities to nomadic tribes. The social cooperation required to keep these infants alive forced our ancestors to rely on increasingly complex tribal networks. Navigating these dense social webs eventually triggered the cognitive revolution, giving us the language needed to share gossip, coordinate hunts, and believe in common myths. With those cognitive tools, humans began leaving a permanent mark on the world. About 30,000 years ago, individuals began stenciling their hands on cave walls, an early way of saying, "I was here." Our massive brains eventually allowed us to scale this tribal cooperation outward. By believing in shared fictions like Nishans and laws, we found a way to unite the actions of millions of strangers,